Hello, and I hope everything is going well. I just want to give this quick, brief excerpt to you. And it's the thought of that have you ever stopped to think that every interaction, every person that you've talked to, every person that's talked to you, every every joy, every up, every down, every everything that you have participated in has helped to create or make up the person who you are today in this moment, but even more so, every decision that you have chosen to make in those scenarios of your life have actually helped to serve to create the person who you are in this moment, even to this very day. So, say for instance, say you choose to be a person that tries to be nice or kind or cordial to other people, that helps, that helped to make the person who you are today, or say you chose to be a person that is mean, rugged, disrespectful, don't take no mess, okay? That person has helped all those decisions to act or behave in a certain pattern has helped to create who the person who you are today. And many people may not ever stop to consider that, but yet every experience has served as a building block that has formed the person who you are today. So in a way, we are actively creating who we will be. We are actively deciding, whether we understand it or not, the person who we are in every moment and the person who we will be. A lot of times, or in, I don't know if you have, but I know that many people, especially as children, have thought about, if I would have been born in this country, or if I would have been born to these type of parents, or if I had a different brother or sister, or if I went to a different school, or if I just knew the right people, what type of person would I be now? And in times passing, I've come across many people that have had those thoughts of, if I was just born here, if all my parents didn't do this, if I would have went to this school instead of that school. But the good news is that we decide who we want to become. We decide the life that we want to live, and we can actively participate in the plan of God, even as God told Moses, and Moses told the Israelites at that time, choose ye this day who you will serve, choose the blessings or cursing. Every decision that they made was either towards the blessings of God, or towards being far away from God. And we, in many ways, are not in a dissimilar position as they are in. Every decision we make or action that we choose, we actively choose, well, Lord God, I want to be like Christ. I want the flow of God in my life. Or if we choose contrary to that, then we are actively saying, whether we know it or not, well, Lord God, I don't want the flow of Christ. I don't want the flow of your spirit. I don't want what you have for me, or rather, I don't want what it could be if I only made a decision for that future. But instead, I'm making a decision towards another future that is apart from you, apart from your will, apart from your way. Or instead, I'm making a decision that bears consequences that were not the consequences that you wanted me to deal with. So if we continually dwell on things that produce anger, resentment, heartbreak, bitterness, disdain, the list can go on, then we are actively creating a version of ourselves in our brain, in our brain, I'm sorry. We are actively creating that version of ourselves in our brain. We are actively instilling within ourselves, once again, anger, heartbreak, bitterness. But if we choose to focus on things in life that matter the most, love, life, gratitude, thankfulness, and to focus on quite oftentimes, what do we have? Who do we have? And the people that have us, we begin to build a person that is resilient, a person that is loving, a person that is thankful. I've often thought, and especially recently in the past, that how the things that we have been through have, in a sense, painted us into a certain type of person, and how in many ways we've came into this life in a blank slate, but because of hardships, good ships, things that have been good or bad, it's helped to shape us in a certain way. And unfortunately, those that have went through a lot of hardships have sometimes been built up in a negative way. And conversely, sometimes those that may have had a soft life have been built up in a way that's unfeeling, and sometimes apathetic to those that may not have lived that kind of life. So our future, our now moment, is built upon the thoughts that we choose today. Our future is built upon the thoughts that we choose today. It's built upon the seeds that we choose to plant in our soul, in our mind today. And so finally, my brothers and sisters, so whatsoever things are true, good, honorable, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are commendable, whatsoever things are excellent, if there's anything worthy of praise, think on these things. Let these things be in your thoughts, in your soul. Plant these things in your life so that you will receive the harvest that comes from the actions that you chose to plant today.